Beginning of my video. Boom!
Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring Land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer! Hello,
right.
Boring Review Nation!
Kind of pointless.
We know all things. It was over in a snap.
We really want it. Alright, we'll be nice.
Only you can be a Patreon.
Oh my gosh!
You don't need to follow the show to be hyped.
All right, welcome back to Boring Land. Nick here.
Gabe.
And we are ready for another reaction. We're a few days late on this one, but thanks to Chandan Kumar Nayak, he let us know on our Mirzapur episode 6. Go ahead and check it out. Review. He let us know that there was 2 trailers that dropped just yesterday, as when this was recorded, so a few days ago. And we're looking at one of those trailers, and that is almost got rid of it. Nishabdham.
Nishabdham. Now this is a Telugu, right? Telugu trailer, and a little bit different than Bollywood, right? Different. I've noticed that some of there's Tamil and
Millennium. I'm not sure how I say that right.
And the movies are even different. They have different tones, different kind of acting in it, or different kind of stories, and they all have their own niches to them, so to speak. But yeah, let's check this out. See what it's about.
Yeah, let's check it out. We don't know much about it. It's a minute 25, so
That's a short trailer.
let's get into it.
The Woodside Villa, known as the Haunted House, we're back in today's news.
అక్కడ చీకట్లో ఎవరో అటాక్ చేశారంట, కానీ ఎవరో ఏంటో కనిపించలేదంటున్నారు.
నేను చెప్తుంది మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా? ఒక గోస్ట్ ఇదంతా చేసిందని యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయడానికి నా సెన్సిబిలిటీస్ ఒప్పుకోలేదు. నిన్న నీ బెస్ట్ ఫ్రెండ్ సోనాలి ఎందుకు రాలేదు? ఆర్ఫనేజ్కి వెళ్ళిన మాకు సోనాలి గురించి చాలా షాకింగ్ విషయాలు తెలిసాయి.
ఇదంతా ఓ పాతికేళ్ళమ్మ ఒక్కతే చేసిందంటావా?
ఎవరో తనకి సాయం చేస్తున్నారు.
Alright, so that was short. Definitely got a horror thrill type thing. I like how she said, I cannot accept the paranormal idea, but there's something going on. It's almost like a Scooby-Doo. Like, is there like a reasonable explanation, or is it really that paranormal?
You know, I remember I was talking about, horror films these days are so bad. And
there's some good ones out there.
They
always make money here in the States.
They do make money, but I mean, what was the last real horror movie where you're like, oh, I talked about in another review that the best horror movie I saw in the last probably 6 months or year was Toonbound, you know what I mean? But American horror movies, man, Halloween, the new Halloween week that came out last year, that wasn't too scary. I mean,
it was good, but it was a little disappointing. The problem is we have a lot of horror films that are low budget. They make a lot of money.
Right.
But very few of them leave that imprint on you. I would say A Quiet Place is really good, but I wouldn't call that horror, obviously.
That's more like
But a lot of people
sci-fi,
consider that horror because of some elements of monster, whatever they consider horror.
Right.
I don't, and I don't think you do either. But what was the best horror movie in the last year? That's a great question. I have to think about that. One of the horror movies that made the biggest impression on me was Saw. Well, the first time I saw the first one.
Right.
Full disclosures, before I even knew Jodie, I went because a girl I liked wanted to go to see it.
Right.
Easy date for me. I did not expect it to be as good as it was, and so I was really impressed with that. But sometimes horror movies can get that, but you don't go there for the great cinema. You go there to be scared. You go there for some kind of interest.
Right.
This one looks like it has a lot of story to it.
Right.
Which is cool. And you got the female cop or investigator, whatever she is, she's trying to investigate. You have the deaf girl who's doing signs, or is she deaf? Right? I mean,
you don't know what's going on, and I like how they talk about the paranormal. I think to me some of those are the scariest movies, Paranormal Activity, because you don't know, and those are some things that are plausible. We don't want them to be plausible, but then again, there's so many unexplained things that until we can explain it, you know what I mean? There's still that little what if, and I hate when movies start off because then it builds in that apprehension already. Based on a true story. Whoa. How much of this is based on a true story? You know what I mean? Because then I'm like, you start hearing stuff at night and stuff. So how much is based on a true story? But
based on true rumors.
Exactly.
Well, when you think about Street, right? That one said based on a true story.
You know what? I forgot about that. Yeah, Vicky Please. That was a horror comedy, though.
It was, but I would still put it in that horror-esque.
Right.
I think the 2 or 3 horror movies we've seen so far, Indian films, were really, really good, right?
Right, and definitely. Tumbad was probably my favorite so far.
I'm not sure if Game Over is considered horror. That wasn't really that great. But it was interesting how it started off with the reporter speaking English,
right,
as if it took place maybe outside of India, and she didn't seem to have a British accent, so maybe somewhere in America. So I wonder how that plays a part. But there's our reaction. Sorry for butchering the name. Thanks so much for the request. As always, we really appreciate you helping us know what's current, what's going out there, so that we can get it to you as soon as possible. We love doing reactions, and we can't wait to do another one until next time.
Later.